Now we're going to go through how to add the photo captions and the title, or the subtitle, and the text on the left. So first, to create the first caption, we're going to copy and paste the photo caption that we had before and bring it down to flush with the top of this. I'm going to zoom in so I get a better idea of what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to have this text box come in one box from the top. And I just made this quote up. This is not actually what the student said. So I'm going to click and do Command A to select all. And what I pretended he said is, when the weather is nice, I hang out with my friends in the courtyard. Okay, so first of all, the size is 12. The spacing, since I copied and pasted it from the top here where the spacing was 0.9, it's too small. I'm going to move it back up to 1. Now, one of the techniques we can use to bring emphasis to part of the quote is to make it to make it bold. Now, this doesn't have a bold option, so I'm going to change it to the medium of the same font. And also, to bring more interest, I'm going to change it to my featured color, which for me is this electric purple. And then finally, I need to have the student's name. So I'm not going to put the student's real name since this is the internet, but I'm going to start by copying and pasting this. So I have another text box. The dash. So the student's name, his year of graduation. I'm going to use my other font, which is the Bodoni here. Actually, I use the bold. Oh wait, so it's Bodoni, bold, that's what I did. And then it is size 10. And also the electric purple. Okay, and so it lines up. Yep. Okay, so now that's how I do that one. And I sent you the PDF, so you can use the PDF to add the other two captions. To do the title, right here, I just added a new text box, or you can copy and paste one you already have. So the title I chose was, or the subtitle is, "Where Can We Find You During Lunch and Learn?" And it's the Bodoni font, Bodoni bold. And the size is 24. Okay, so now we've added that title. Now I'm going to put in the text here, so yet another text box. Oops. Have it line up with the top of my purple square. Go over to 2 over from the side, then I'll pull it down. So you can see it's all this crazy text that fills it in here. Okay, so this font, the default, is not the font I want. I instead want the AYT function light. I'm going to pull it up a little bit. I'll use the line spacing at 0.9. And font size I want to be 12. That's the default. That's good. Now you'll notice that it's overlapping the purple square, and I want it to wrap around it. So to do that, we have to turn on text wrapping, with it selected. Now it still is wrapping on that purple square. So what we have to do is actually select the square itself. To do that, I don't know if you noticed, I moved the text box over a little bit so that I can click on the square. I don't want you. And then here, under Effects, nope. Oh, sorry. At the bottom here is this Wrap Text, and I'm going to choose Text Wraps Tight to the Element, that third one. Now it wraps around it. Okay, so now I have my text wrapping around my purple square. While I'm at it, I'm going to change this text number, the page number to the Bodoni bold, like that. The very last thing I wanted to do was to add a letter on top of the purple box. So add another text box. I want a capital F in there. It's going to be white. It's going to be the condensed. And the size is 50. So you can type in the size. Now I want it centered in this box, and with Snap to Grid turned on, I can't do that, so I'm going to turn off Snap to Grid so that I have a little bit more control. So there we go, now it's centered in the box. And how I would use this on the actual page is this would be the first letter of the first word. So I'm not going to worry about it really, but I'm going to say, for the first time this year, etc. Okay, so now I've upset it. See, now this red box pops up. That's just because now that I've started typing, it thinks that I want all this stuff and there's extra stuff in the bottom. So if you want to, you can get rid of all the extra stuff underneath so that you don't upset the box. So now it's not red anymore. So now we're done.